concept related to the universal set. Universal set, a set, it is a set which is superset, which is what? Superset of all the sets, which is the superset of all the sets in a situation. Okay, it is a set which is the superset of all the sets in a consideration. Okay, for example, we are discussing a problem, and for suppose in that problem there are some sets included. Okay, and if you have a set which is superset of all the given sets, and that superset is called the universal set. For example, if I have, see, E is equals to set of even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and O is equals to set of odd numbers like 1, see, I will say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, and some P is equals to set of prime numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7. Just look there. See, this is a set of even numbers, and this is a set of odd numbers, and this is a set of prime numbers. And if you analyze all these things, if you construct a set which acts like a superset of all the sets, okay, since I am going to construct a superset of all these things, that in the sense, for that superset, these three will become like what? A subset. Is it clear? I am going to construct a superset for these three, and for that superset, these three becomes like subsets. Since these three are the subsets, the elements of these three subsets should be in that superset, and that's why we will construct a superset by including all the elements of the subsets. So superset is equals to, here I will list out the first 10 natural numbers. Okay, and in this problem, in this situation, in this consideration, this set containing first 10 natural numbers is the universal set. And that consideration, that construction of superset may be different from situation to situation, problem to problem, and this superset is the universal set, and we call this superset here it as the universal set, because it is the superset of all the three. So this is the universal set of these three, and that universal set is usually denoted by the letter mu. You just identify it. Okay, universal set is usually denoted by mu, and which is the superset of all the subsets in a consideration. Is it clear? Just have a look. You just take it as A, 9A, right? So complement of a set. For suppose take the set as A, and this is 9B. Complement of a set A is denoted by A complement or A dash. Okay, A complement or A dash is the denotion. Okay, is the symbolic form for the complement of A, and is defined as okay, A complement is equals to elements which are not in A, and that is the definition. Elements which are not in A is the complement of the set. Is it clear? And for suppose, for an example, okay, yeah, with the same discussion, if I have even numbers, odd numbers, prime numbers, and that's a superset. Okay, based on that superset we need to define. So the complement of a set is defined as elements which are not in A and in universal set. Okay, the element should be in universal set but not in A, and all those elements we need to consider for the complement. For suppose in this example, if what is E complement? E complement means elements which are not in E and in mu we need to count. So for example, check everything. 1 is not in E, so take that 1. 2 is in E, just leave that 2. 3 is not in E, take that 3. 4 is there, just leave it. 5 is not in E, take that 7, and then 9. This is E complement again. Okay, in the similar way we can write the complements for the remaining subsets also. Okay, just have a look. E complement as per the, see, this example E complement is that. Okay, and here I will go for an observation again. Okay, my observation is that A complement means what? A complement means elements which are not in A. And for suppose if I write complement for the complement, A complement of the complement. A complement is the elements which are not in A, and its complement means its opposite. Elements which are in A and it is directly A. So A complement is again A. So we will prove it using different forms. Different proofs are there for this A complement is equal to A, and we do everything, but you just have that observation first. Right. 10th one is operations on sets. Mathematics is basically applying different operations on different concepts and the theories. Okay. See, in each and every subtopic of mathematics, there involves different types of operations. Okay. And here itself in the sets also there are some operations which we can apply in between two given sets. Okay. So, and what are those operations and how to apply and how they perform, that's what we are to discuss. Operations on sets. Okay. For example, you need to consider two sets. Consider two sets A comma B. Just like the fundamental operations of the numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, here we have some operations in between the sets. For suppose if you have two sets A and B, consider two sets A and B. Okay. And the operations involved on that A and B are, the first one is union, denoted by the letter U, and the second one is intersection. Okay, intersection, and we will use this particular symbol. Okay, reverse to that U. And the next one is difference. Okay, we use the symbol minus. And the next one is symmetric difference. Okay, and we use the symbol delta. Okay, and these are the basic, these three are the basic operations, and it is somewhat additional, and complement is also there, and that's also additional, and we discuss in the next points all those things. Okay, union between A and B, actually union of the sets. The first type of operation is union of A comma B, and it is denoted as A union B. Intersection of A comma B, and it is denoted as A intersection B. And then difference of A comma B, and it is denoted as A minus B. And then symmetric difference of A comma B is denoted as A delta B. Okay, and now how to define that union? Right, just look there. A union B is equals to, okay, here we need to list out all the elements in A or in B. Okay, A union B is equals to A or B, in a single word A or B, and A intersection B means in a single word A and B. A minus B means A but not B. Okay, that's A minus B, and we need to think in a different manner for A delta B, and I will give you. And A or B means what? Once again, A or B means this is equals to elements in A or in B, and whereas A and B means elements in A and in B. Okay, these elements must be in both. Okay, right. A but not B means elements in A not in B, and that is A minus B. Okay, so based on this particular definition, we will calculate, we will operate that union, intersection and difference between the two sets. Just have a look, union, intersection, difference, and these are the notations and these are the definitions. And the next point I will give you some examples. You just take it as A, operations on sets A. Okay, just have a look, go for a screenshot. A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B is equals to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then what is A union B? Okay, everybody just look there carefully. A union B means what it means? A or B. Okay, either in A or in B. We need to consider all the elements. What? All the elements we need to consider. So we list it out just by taking all the elements. Okay, see what are involved. 1 2 3. We need to write all the things. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Every element which involved in these two I need to write for A union B, and that's it. Whereas coming to A intersection B means A and B. A and B means it must be in both A and B. It must be in both the sets. You need to search for the elements which are in both the sets. See, 1 not there here in B. So just you don't want that 1. Leave it. 2 is in A but not in B. You don't want it. Leave it. 3 is in A as well as in B also. 3 is a common one for these two sets, and that's why you need to list out 3 here. Again think about 4, and that's you need. Again think about 5, and that's we need. And now think about 6. 6 is not in A but in B. Here A and B, both in A and B. In both the sets it must be there. But 6 is not there in A. So you don't want that 6, and again 7 also. And these 3 are the elements. Okay. Whereas coming to A minus B. A minus B means A but not B. A but not B means you need to take an element. It should be in A but it not be in B. For think here. Okay, 1 is in A, 1 is not in B. So you need that 1. 2 is in A, 2 is not in B. So you just take that 2. 3 is in A, 3 is in B also, but you don't want it. What you are going to list here? You are going to list here the elements which are in A but not in B. But 3 is in A, also in B, but we don't want that one. Okay, leave that 3. So think about 4, you don't need. Think about 5, you don't need because it is also there in both the sets. Think about 6, in A, not in B. 6 is there in A? No. So don't think about it. So these two are only elements, A minus B. And for suppose if anybody ask you to list out B minus A, then you need to list out the elements in B and not in A. What are the elements in B? The elements in B are these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Among these 5 elements which are not in A, 6 and 7, and that 6 and 7 we need to list out here. This is A minus B and that is B minus A. And A delta B, as I mentioned you, the symmetric difference. This symmetric difference is the union of A minus B and B minus A. That's the basic definition of the symmetric difference. Okay, you just identify it. A delta B is equals to A minus B union B minus A, and with this definition A delta B is A minus B is 1 comma 2, B minus A is 6 comma 7. You need to combine these two, 1 comma 2 and 6 comma 7, and list out like 1 2 6 7. So A delta B is this 1 2 6 7. There ends A delta B. Is it clear? Just have a look. Okay.